He knows how to bring the right person that you need your way. He is the one that knows your spec, and he knows what will fit your taste exactly. He is a good God, and at every time he wants you to be happy and joyful. He does not want you to live a life of regret and hurt, all because you did not get what you desire or what you were expecting. The issue many times is that many of us always experience and encounter cases where God will bring someone our way, and because of our behavior, we push the person away. This is why a lot of people live a life of regret and a life of struggle. It is because they do not know how to identify the blessings of God and do not know how to manage God's provisions for them. God sends someone your way who is appointed by Him for your life and destiny. Because of a bad attitude, you will throw away all that God has been preparing to erect in your life. Choosing a life partner can be one of the hardest things to do. It takes the help of God to be able to get the right one and not to make a mistake. Now you have been praying and seeking the Lord about a partner, and then the Lord brings you into a circle of many persons, and out of those persons, He picks out one from the midst that always treats you and always cares for you. You are more than sure that this person is more than a friend to you, because they are someone who loves you and wants a growing relationship with you that will last forever. This person asks of you more than anyone. They try to get help with the best that they can, and all of a sudden, you see all of these situations, but you do not understand that it is not normal, but the divine intervention of God, so you refuse to accept them. And maybe because of an imperfection that they have you thrown them away, not knowing that when you do that, you are throwing away God's blessings in your life. There are a lot of miracles passing a lot of people every time that they do not know about yet. They keep blaming God for not answering their prayers because of their lack of receptivity to catch the wisdom of God over time. After all, they will keep crying to God and telling Him how He is not working in their lives, but it is all because they did not get what was the wisdom of God for their lives when it came to them. This is why we always keep telling people that the power of God might bring a miracle, but it takes the wisdom of God to manage and sustain it. The issue many times is people do not know that the operations of God can be frustrated if people do not yield the wisdom of God for managing relationships. Relationships are one of the most precious assets that anyone can have in their lives when you know how to maintain and manage relationships. You will be a person who will always walk at ease in life. You should have the right attitude when God sends a person your way so that you do not drive away the blessings of God for your marital life. One of the ways you maintain your relationship with the person that God has brought your way to date or marry is by always walking in honor and respect. Honor and respect are the way to have the right attitude to keep the blessings of God. Many times when God sends the right person, they do not usually appear like it, because they might not fit into your desire or what you are expecting. Sometimes it can even be that they are not financially stable, or maybe they might not be too intellectual as you think. When you do not understand the way God works and plans of God for your life, you will easily despise them and look down on them because they do not look qualified to be your life partner. But you should understand that when God sends a person your way, He went ahead of your future, and He knew all that you will ever need to know from now till when you get that big breakthrough. And He found this person who will be able to contain every height of your success that you ever be brought into. It is God that sent them, and it is so obvious to you that their coming into your life was not normal, but by orchestration of God. you met with this person. Before you take steps, always remember that God loves you, and whatever He has brought before it, it is because He knows that it is the best option for you. That is why He has brought them your way. This is why we tell you to never look down on anyone. The person who is begging you today might be the very one that will buy you the greatest and biggest gift in the future. Everybody around you is a precious soul. Never treat them as if you are using a tool and dump them when you are done, as if they are nothing. They are God's chosen ones, and they are special to God, so when He sends them to you, you should always treat them with honor and respect. Don't ignore their calls or their chats unnecessarily, because if you do, you will live to regret it in the future. If only you knew how much value is hidden in a person's life, you will not treat them anyhow, because the person that might not be able to give you something today might be the biggest gift to your life in the future. The person that does not look excellent today might be the very person in the future that will shape your future with so much color and excellence. You do not judge a book by itself, but you judge a book by the content of it. This is why your spiritual senses should be so sharp, so that you will be able to discern when a special person or the right person comes your way. This is so important. Many times, the distance between a person's miracle and the person is in discernment. The ability to see beyond the natural, that when everyone is insulting someone and they are discouraging them from giving them a try and go out with them, you will see beyond the natural and see your future partner in them. This is so important, and it explains why a lot of people have been single for longer than they should be, because they refuse to understand that all persons are not the same. It is one of the things to know that this person has brought your way by God. There is a resonance of that person with your heart when they come around you. You feel this peace on your inside when you are with them, but the issue that you have with them is that they have a problem with your cooking, or they don't know how to dress as well as the other ladies out there. You must learn to choose the parameters and judge them for the right perspective and lens. Marrying a good life partner has nothing to do with dressing or cooking or even beauty. It is not beauty that you live with or throughout the rest of your life. Marriage has nothing to do with beauty or how big the shape is, if it is a lady, or how handsome the man is, because you can marry a handsome man that is a beast on the inside. This is why you must be very careful when it comes to who you are choosing as a life partner. What always matters is what God has said concerning your choice and decision, not what you see on the outward, because what you see on the outward can be vet deception. When you know this person has been chosen and selected by God for you, fight to ensure that you are offended by their attitude, because you will encounter a lot of issues and problems with them. There will be a lot of issues and challenges that will happen between the both of you, but because it is what God has said about your marital path, this is the person that I have prepared for you. It might be that your spiritual leader was the one that said they prefer the person over anyone else. That is the voice of God, and no matter what happens, you should choose God's opinion over your feelings and emotions. They might not be perfect in conduct yet, but they are the best for you, so stop looking down on them. Rather, accept them the way they are, so that you can enjoy all that they have in them to bless you with. Treat them with courtesy and honor, even when they make mistakes. Understand that you also can make such mistakes too, so put them aside and move on. It always pays to stick with God's will always.